get there. Thanks, Crystal, for a great discussion with Giovanni. All right. Guys, let me hear from the Melna.
All right.
This is the last thing, guys. Thank you, period 4. This is the last thing before we move on to do the independent part of the day, and you guys have a little bit of time to do that. Melda, which one?
All right, I've said the second one because it says there like how women have lower statuses than men, which is like the gender.
Yeah.
And society, whatever. And then.
So it's relevant. It's related to the question. I definitely agree with that.
And also how like they make this whole stereotype, not necessarily about like the language, but the way in which they say it, like about the indirectness and all that kind of stuff.
Which also relates to that question. Okay. Yeah. So you feel like, how is number 1 not a good fit for this?
Because it's like just like a general thing, like it doesn't use like gender, like culture, like nothing.
It doesn't really relate to the question that we're asking, that essential question, guys, that we've referenced a couple times, Solomon. Yeah. It's not succinct, meaning getting at the point of what we really want to answer, and that relevance piece fits with that as well. So guys, which one do we think is the best piece of evidence? Number 1? Really? Is that what Melody just said? Oh, that's fine. Okay, we're just seeing if it compares to hers, what she said or not. Guys, can I wait until we're ready to focus on this, and this being the last thing that we do before I set you guys loose on the evidence tracker? I'm definitely going to do that. And we're going to fill it in together. Thank you, Patty, for asking that. So guys, 2 looks like a good fit. 1, not really answering the question. 3, is this kind of an academic way to say this concept here?
No.
Not really. It's a little too casual. It does not seem like it's from a credible source. I wouldn't use that, right?
Can I go get a tissue? Because I feel like I should just have a bigger. Why did you just
Guys, can we get to the part where I show you how to do the exercise? I would love to do that, okay? So let's stick with this. Thank you, guys. So, number 2 is the best fit. It's literary, it's succinct enough to be a good piece of evidence, and it also is really connected to what we're asking with the question. All right? So guys, here's what we want to do. This is super important. Get on your evidence trackers that you've all put on your computer, just like Brandy has in front of her right there. If you already have one piece of evidence you've used, great. Go to the next box. This is your second example. All right? Here's what I want you to do. That's fine, okay? The box is a good point. The box to the far right, we're not using for now, because that's when we do our research day on Friday. How does it relate to your question? Because, you know, we formulated those. We'll get to them later. Okay? Yeah, what's up? Oh, sorry. So let me read this as you all are typing it out. And if it's a little small, you can come up to the front of the room or listen as I read it, okay?
Oh, we have 6 minutes.
I know we do, but we can get through this. So, what does the text say? That's where you... Yeah, let me get through this. We're typing this out. Yeah. So, let me read it, guys, so that you can understand what we're typing. This isn't on Google Classroom. So let's listen to what I'm going to tell you we're going to do with it. Yeah. So can I read it, guys? Here we go. This is the quote that we just picked, right? Is everyone on the same screen here? We understand what we're doing? This chart looks a little different than your evidence tracker, yeah, but it's the same concept, the same ideas. All right. But I want to have you come in at lunch.
No.
Yeah.
For the rest.
I know. We need to make up some time, and I can put you up on this. Okay. All right. Here we go. Can I read this, guys, before we go to the next thing? This is the evidence we have chosen. Maritza? Alright, let me read it as you write. Granted, women have lower status than men in our society, but this is not necessarily why they prefer to not make outright demands. The explanation for a woman's indirectness could just as well be her seeking connection with other people. So guys, as we said, that answers that essential question really well. And that is directly from the text, guys. Type that out. If you need me to repeat it, I will. I'm seeing everyone typing this out the way that they should be. Great job. Right below here. Yep. This is going to be the start of that example that's really going to help you out with this, guys.
I mean, I have space, my research question for the next unit, no? Right?
Yep. We have 2 more things to do, guys, before we end today, and we're going to get through them in the next 4 minutes here. What's up? Click on, go back to the original page. Yeah.
I got 3 more.
No. All right. How are we going to connect this to what this text means, guys? What is that part of the chart going to look like? What do we do here? What do we take from here, and what are we going to...
You summarize it.
In what?
Your own words.
Boom, okay? How are we going to summarize that?
Boom.
How are we going to summarize that, Mella? The specific quote that we have here.
What you mean, like how, like...
Summarize it in your own words.
Basically saying how men tend to, like, have higher status than women.
Yeah. That's the short of it, right? So let me show you what I wrote for this. It's basically what Anella's saying. I went a little more in detail. So guys, write this out. And we have one more thing, and then you guys are going to be doing this for homework, so make sure you're writing this down. It is assumed that women, I'll move in a second when I'm done writing, okay? That women are not seen as equals. Everyone good? This is the second part of the chart. Jesus is writing. Nice. Okay? In our society. Okay? Women communicate. Ladies, you're typing this out in the box beside that, okay? Women communicate more indirectly.
Is that a period or a comma?
Period. Than men. Because they prioritize personal relationships. Okay? So guys, for the sake of time, I'm going to go really quickly to the next thing, right? Keep typing. Why does it matter? For this one, what are we going to connect this to? To the question. Awesome, Angelica. Point for Angelica and Melda. So, connect it to here. Why does it matter? And Angelica, can you connect it to the question? Right back here.
Well, it matters because since they believe that women are like lesser people,
Yeah.
their gender is like only the back.
Yep. Awesome. I'm going to put it in my own words, guys. The last thing for the day, your homework is to find one more quote, do the mean, do the matter.
On this, right on
Yes.
But what if I'm on the laptop? Can I borrow yours?
Can you come in here? We have office hours today. Monday, we have office hours. Okay. Let me write it. And guys, just one more piece of evidence, guys. So let me write this down and copy it. 2 pieces of vocabulary are what we're looking for. They're all on the board or on your notes. Gender inequality. Write this down, please. Period 4. We're almost done here. Gender inequality is built.
Direnzi.
Yo. What's that?
Because I have 2 boxes of sticks.
Gender inequality is built into our society. Okay? This is almost done. Seen by the way people make assumptions on language. That's all we're going to put there. You can take a picture, that's fine.
I don't got time.
Stay.